Morning Hornets, and welcome to your daily dose of Bgsn. I'm Garrett Norcross.
And I'm Antoine McDaniels. Today we'll be taking a look at another Shane Dawson video, and as always, sports.
But first, here's John Pasianos with this week's weather forecast.
Hello Hornets. The weather today is going to be mostly sunny with a high of 48 and a low of 24. Tomorrow it will be cloudy with a high of 31 and a low of 20. On Saturday it will be partly cloudy with a high of 35 and a low of 26. On Sunday the weather will change and it will be snowy with a high of 36 and a low of 27. Make sure you bundle up for the rest of the week. That's all for you guys. Back to you guys at the desk.
Holly is in the news once again, but this time it is not because they fired a teacher because of their partner.
This time they're in the news because of sexual allegations against one of the priests.
There are allegations against Ron College chaplain who has been accused of sexual abuse.
The priest has been suspended as of Tuesday. He is not allowed to be around any public ministries during the investigation.
Archbishop Charles C. Thompson said, and I quote, "I apologize to all victims for the abuse that was done to them and for the failure of the church to keep them from harm. I pledge to do everything within my power to protect our youth," unquote.
The polar plunge will be taking place March 1st. If you would like to join, go sign up in the cafeteria during both A and B lunch. Also, be sure to sign the inclusion poster.
If you plan to go to the plunge, make sure to wear old shoes, gloves, hats, and make sure to take plenty of photos. If you need something to do tonight for Valentine's Day, come see the Hasbro cast at 7 p.m. I am personally in this cast. Tickets are $5 for students and $7 for adults. It is very funny and entertaining, and both students and Mr. Bush did really well producing this show. So come support your BG performers. The annual Champions Together game is taking place this Friday against Triton Central in between the varsity and JV games.
But usually we play the Hornets versus Hornets, but this time things will change as we will play Triton Central Tigers, just like the boys team. Be sure to come out and support.
If you attend Beech Grove Middle School, there is a good chance that you got CPR certified in 8th grade.
But in case you didn't attend or get certified, here is Madison Stratton with more on how you can get certified.
CPR is a very important life skill to have in day-to-day life. Unfortunately, very few people know how to properly give CPR. I'm sure we're all familiar with the office CPR class.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Yeah, okay, you didn't maintain 100 beats per minute, and the ambulance didn't arrive because nobody called 911, so you lost them.
Actually, according to newsroomclinic.org, quote, 54% of Americans say they know how to perform CPR. However, even fewer, 11%, know the correct pace for performing these compressions, end quote. Luckily for us, the Beech Grove Fire Department is hosting a CPR class on February 16th at the Community Center. To learn more about why CPR is so important, I talked to our school nurse, Miss P.
It's important for everyone to know basic CPR. You never know when you're going to use it, and you can save a life simply by following the steps. It can happen anywhere. High school students are involved in a lot of sports. They're at pools. So if they can initiate CPR before the paramedics or the ambulance gets there, they could potentially save a life.
The Beech Grove Fire Department hopes to see a lot of the community come out to learn how to save lives. This has been Madison Stratton for BGSN.
This week, Shane Dawson came out with another conspiracy theory video that some BGSN students decided to react to once again.
Emily, Madison, and Erica shared their thoughts on some popular new ideas.
Shane Dawson is a popular YouTuber as well as a firm believer in most conspiracy theories. 2 weeks ago, Alyssa, Erica, Madison, and Emily reacted to his latest video. This week, he produced yet another video for the girls to react to. Here they are.
Library is an app and it gives you sentences to say, and basically you have to say like 50 to 100 sentences, and then it uses your, that's a lot, it uses your voice to like say things that you didn't say.
Shane Dawson taught us about this app, so we decided to try it for ourselves.
Each morning, Mingus put on a shirt and tie, even if he didn't have plans. Martha cooked dinner each night. Mingus took care of dessert. Then they sat in the living room, they read books and listened to the radio.
Topic number 2 discussed in the video was Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Madison, Emily, and I shared our thoughts on this.
So like at Chuck E. Cheese, if you've ever been to Chuck E. Cheese, they basically, when they serve you pizza, they're all different shapes and sizes, but like they don't line up. So in the video, Shane took a ruler and like measured it up, and the pieces just don't go together. So basically it's a conspiracy that, well, it's not really a conspiracy, like Madison said, it's a fact, but like that they take pizza that other people didn't eat and put it back on the tray and like push them together to make it look like a pizza, but it's from a different pizza. And they put more cheese like on the corners and the creases to like make it look like it was from one pizza. Together. Yeah.
But if you got a pizza and one crust is here and one's here, you're gonna know something. So I don't really believe that.
I mean, I'm all for, you know, the environment, you know, not wasting food and stuff, but I don't know. It seems like maybe, what if someone touched that piece of pizza? Yeah, they were sick, and then now they just...
After we were done discussing the theories, I asked Emily and Madison how they felt about Shane's new video.
About the video?
I really wanted to throw my iPhone out the window again. If you want me to be completely honest, I miss his old conspiracy theory videos way more. Like, I don't like this whole long video type thing, because I just feel like a lot of them are stretched at this point.
This has been Emily, Madison, and Erica Sussman from Bgsn. Back to you guys.
Now let's toss it over to John Dance for sports.
Thank you, Antoine. Hello, Hornets, and welcome back to sports. In Beech Grove News, tomorrow is a big day for basketball. JV boys will play versus Triton Central at 6 p.m. We will have the annual Champions Together game at around 7:15, and finally we will have the varsity game between the Hornets and the Tigers. The Champions Together game will be directly after the JV game, so be sure to come out and support all of our Hornets tomorrow. This game is more so for bragging rights for the Hornets, as they are out of contention for the conference championship. The regular season is starting to come to an end, and the boys are honing their skills for sectionals. The Pacers hosted the #1 team in the Eastern Conference last night, where they led numerous times but would fall to the Bucks 106-97. Bojan Bogdanovic led the team in scoring again with 20 points, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds. Darren Collison and Domas Sabonis each had 14 points, and Miles Turner had 11 points. Their next game is when Anthony Davis and the Pelicans come to town. The Pacers are 38-20 and still the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference. In other NBA news, James Harden put himself in rare company. He now has at least 30 points in a game for 31 straight games, tying him with all-time great Wilt Chamberlain for the 2nd longest streak of all time. Many think that Harden is MVP material, but others think that he gets some favored calls. But you can't deny that he has been a scoring machine all season. The NFL finally has some news yesterday, as former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco was traded to the Denver Broncos for a 4th-round pick. Joe Flacco is coming off an injury-plagued season where he was benched for up-and-comer Lamar Jackson, but John Elway traded for him anyway. The Broncos are now shopping their starter from last season, Case Keenum. As I said earlier, boys varsity basketball can no longer win the conference championship this season, so they are looking towards winning a sectional championship. Here's Jordan Brickley on the story.
The boys basketball team is starting to wrap up their regular season and are getting ready for sectionals. The boys are 10-7 and sadly cannot win a conference. I talked to senior starter Gavin Hess on how that makes him feel.
So Gavin Hess, how does it feel that you guys aren't allowed to win conference anymore? How's that going to affect the team?
It definitely stinks, because one of our goals coming into the season was win conference, but we still have a couple games left, and we can still have a shot at winning the sectional and going on from there. So losing conference, it does suck, but it's definitely not the end of our season, so we still have more to look forward to.
I also spoke with the sophomore starter Jaden Curry about how he felt.
It's kind of upsetting because that was one of our goals, was to win conference, but we still have a few more games left to win those games, and then we have sectionals coming up.
Even though the boys cannot win a conference does not mean they are going to give up on a sectional title. I'm Jordan Brickley from BGSN.
Well, everyone, that is all for your Daily Dose of Sports today, so be sure to tune in here on BGSN tomorrow if you are unable to make it to the game for whatever reason. Now, I'm going to send it back to Garrett and Antoine for the rest of your daily news.
That's all for your Daily Dose of BGSN 10.
Teachers, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that bell icon to get notified when we go live.
Also, don't forget to follow us on all social media at BG Student News. We will have a very sweet Valentine's Day video on our Twitter after the show, so be sure to check it out. I'm Antoine McDaniels.
And I'm Garrett Norcross. Have an amazing day, Hornets, and a wonderful Valentine's Day.